Ladies and gentlemen, education is not merely the acquisition of knowledge, it is the development of wisdom. And wisdom begins with understanding the importance of restraint in a world that demands exposure. Your mind and heart are sacred spaces, the core of your being, the wellspring of your thoughts, emotions, dreams, and decisions. Guarding them is not merely a recommendation, but a necessity for a purposeful life. They are the inner sanctuary where the seeds of greatness are planted, nurtured, and ultimately brought to fruition. Yet these sacred spaces are also vulnerable to the influences, opinions, and intentions of those we allow too close. Think of your mind and heart as a garden. In a garden, the health and quality of what grows depend on the gardener's care, the type of seed sown, and the environment in which the garden thrives. A wise gardener doesn't let just anyone wander into their garden, trampling on the soil, scattering weeds, or planting seeds that don't align with the vision for that space. Instead, the gardener exercises discernment, ensuring only those who understand the value of the garden and respect its boundaries are given access. Similarly, the thoughts and emotions that shape your reality are influenced by the people and experiences you permit into your life. In today's interconnected world, where sharing has become a default mode of communication, the temptation to disclose our innermost thoughts and feelings is greater than ever. Social media and casual conversations often blur the lines between openness and overexposure. But true wisdom recognizes that not every thought needs to be spoken, not every feeling needs to be expressed, and not every dream needs to be shared. The things you hold close to your heart often carry the potential to change your life and the lives of those around you, which is why they must be protected with diligence. To guard your heart and mind is to be intentional about what you allow to influence you. It involves choosing carefully what you listen to, whom you confide in, and how you respond to the world around you. Some individuals will come into your life as encouragers, watering the seeds of hope and potential. Others may come as critics or naysayers, introducing doubt and negativity. Not every opinion deserves your consideration, and not every voice deserves your attention. By filtering these influences, you create an environment where only positive, growth-oriented seeds are planted. Guarding your heart is not about shutting people out or building walls. It's about establishing boundaries. Boundaries are not barriers, they are safeguards that protect your emotional and mental well-being while still allowing meaningful connections. Boundaries enable you to determine who has access to the most intimate parts of your life and under what circumstances. They give you the freedom to engage with others on your terms without compromising the integrity of your inner world. The importance of this principle becomes evident when we consider how vulnerable the mind and heart can be to external pressures. When you let too many voices speak into your life or allow toxic influences to linger, your ability to focus, dream, and grow diminishes. Imagine trying to cultivate a garden while weeds are constantly being sown by careless or malicious hands. Over time, the weeds overrun the garden, choking out the healthy plants and robbing the soil of its nutrients. Similarly, negative influences can suffocate your dreams, drain your energy, and cloud your judgment. Guarding your heart and mind also requires self-awareness. You must understand your values, purpose, and goals to discern what aligns with them and what does not. Without this clarity, it's easy to be swayed by the opinions of others or to seek validation from external sources. But when you know who you are and what you stand for, you become less susceptible to manipulation and more grounded in your convictions. This principle is not only about protecting yourself from others, but also about being mindful of what you feed your own mind and heart. The thoughts you entertain, the books you read, the conversations you have, and even the media you consume all play a role in shaping your inner world. Be selective. Choose inputs that uplift, inspire, and challenge you to grow. Reject anything that diminishes your sense of purpose or undermines your self-worth. Guarding your heart and mind is an act of faith. It acknowledges that your life has a purpose and that your inner world is a key part of fulfilling that purpose. It requires trusting that not everyone needs to understand you, that your journey is unique, and that your dreams are worth protecting until the time is right for them to be shared. It's about recognizing that vulnerability is powerful when expressed in the right context, but can be detrimental when offered to those who have not earned your trust. To guard your heart and mind is to honor the sacred spaces within you. It is to be a steward of your own potential, ensuring that only what nurtures and aligns with your purpose is allowed to take root. By doing so, you position yourself to grow, thrive, and fulfill your destiny without the distractions or detriments of unworthy influences. This is not just wisdom, it is a discipline, a commitment to living a life that is both intentional and impactful. The power of mystery lies in its ability to captivate, influence, and command respect. When people do not fully understand you or cannot predict your every thought and move, they are compelled to pay closer attention, to seek, to wonder, and often to admire. Mystery creates a sense of intrigue, an unspoken energy that draws others in, making them curious about who you are and what you stand for. It is not about deception or hiding who you truly are. It is about preserving the value of your essence by not laying it bare for all to see. Human nature is such that we tend to undervalue what is easily accessible. The more we reveal, the more people begin to take us for granted, assuming they know all there is to know about us. On the other hand, when we exercise restraint and choose what to share, we create a sense of depth and wisdom. People are naturally drawn to what they do not fully understand, and this principle has been evident throughout history. The greatest leaders, teachers, and innovators often held an air of mystery about them. They did not share everything at once. Instead, they revealed aspects of themselves or their vision gradually, allowing their impact to grow organically. Mystery is not just about withholding information, it is about intentionality in what you reveal. When you choose your words, actions, and timing carefully, you demonstrate a level of self-control and awareness that others respect. It shows that you are thoughtful, strategic, and confident enough to let your actions speak louder than your words. People who share everything about themselves often appear desperate for attention or validation, while those who maintain an air of mystery project confidence and self-assuredness. One of the key reasons mystery is so powerful is that it keeps people focused on what you choose to emphasize. When you reveal only what is necessary or beneficial, you guide the narrative about who you are. Instead of allowing others to define you based on too much or irrelevant information, you control how they perceive you. This is not manipulation, it is stewardship of your identity. You are the author of your story, and you have the power to decide which chapters are shared and which remain private. Mystery also protects your inner peace. When people know too much about you, they may feel entitled to offer unsolicited advice, critique, or even interfere in your life. By maintaining a sense of mystery, you shield yourself from unnecessary opinions and judgments. You create a boundary that says, I value my privacy, and my process this boundary is not just about keeping others out. It is about creating a space where you can grow, reflect, and make decisions without external noise. Mystery allows you to surprise others. When people think they know everything about you, they begin to set expectations, often limiting their view of your capabilities. But when you maintain an element of surprise, you have the power to exceed those expectations. You can introduce new ideas, talents, or perspectives that people did not see coming, reinforcing your value and versatility. In relationships, mystery fosters respect and deeper connection. When you do not lay everything bare, you invite others to invest time and effort in getting to know you. This process of discovery strengthens bonds and builds mutual respect. On the other hand, when you reveal too much too quickly, it can overwhelm or even alienate others. Maintaining a sense of mystery ensures that your relationships develop at a natural and meaningful pace. Mystery also encourages self-reliance and personal growth. When you do not feel the need to constantly explain or justify yourself to others, You are free to focus on your own journey. You learn to rely on your inner voice rather than seeking validation from external sources. This independence fosters confidence and resilience, qualities that further enhance the sense of mystery you project. It is important to note that mystery does not mean dishonesty or inauthenticity. It is not about creating a false persona or hiding who you are. Instead, it is about being deliberate and discerning. It is about recognizing that not everyone needs to know everything about you, and that some parts of your life are sacred and should be protected. Mystery is an art, a balance between openness and discretion, authenticity and restraint. Maintaining mystery also requires wisdom and discernment. You must know when to speak and when to remain silent, what to share and what to keep private, who to trust and who to hold at a distance. This discernment is not innate, it is developed through experience, reflection, and a commitment to self-awareness. The more you understand yourself, the better equipped you are to decide how much of yourself to share with others. In a world that often values transparency and openness, the power of mystery can seem counterintuitive, yet it is precisely because mystery is rare that it is so valuable. It sets you apart, giving you a unique edge in your personal and professional life. People are drawn to those who possess a quiet strength, an unspoken depth, and a presence that invites curiosity. Mystery is a form of empowerment. It allows you to protect your inner world, guide perceptions, and create meaningful connections. It is a testament to your self-respect, confidence, and wisdom. By embracing the power of mystery, you position yourself to influence others, achieve your goals, and live a life that is both intentional and impactful. Wisdom in relationships is one of the most critical principles for leading a fulfilled and intentional life. Not everyone in your life is meant to have access to your inner world, and understanding this is essential for maintaining emotional health, achieving personal growth, and fostering meaningful connections. Relationships, when handled wisely, can be sources of strength, encouragement, and joy. However, when managed without discernment, they can become draining, destructive, or distracting. The key is knowing the purpose and boundaries of each relationship and exercising discernment in how you engage with others. Every person you meet enters your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. Wisdom helps you distinguish between these categories and prevents you from assigning permanent significance to temporary connections. Not every person is meant to travel the entire journey with you. Some are there to teach you lessons, some to provide companionship for a time, and others to walk with you through life's long seasons. Misplacing expectations in these relationships can lead to disappointment, hurt, or missed opportunities for growth. One of the first steps to exercising wisdom in relationships is understanding that relationships are not one size fits all. Each connection serves a unique purpose, and your approach to nurturing, protecting, or limiting that connection should reflect its purpose. For instance, casual acquaintances do not require the same level of trust, emotional investment, or vulnerability as close friendships or family relationships. Recognizing this distinction allows you to set appropriate boundaries, ensuring that you remain authentic while safeguarding your inner peace and priorities. Boundaries are the cornerstone of healthy relationships. They define the limits of what you are willing to give and receive, protecting your energy and emotional well-being. When boundaries are weak or non-existent, you risk becoming overwhelmed, manipulated, or taken for granted. On the other hand, strong boundaries communicate self-respect and clarity, inviting others to treat you with the same respect you have for yourself. Wisdom in relationships requires you to establish and maintain these boundaries consistently, even when it's uncomfortable. Another critical aspect of wisdom in relationships is discernment. Discernment allows you to evaluate the character, intentions, and values of those you allow into your life. It helps you identify those who genuinely support and uplift you versus those who may have ulterior motives or bring negativity. While it's important to approach others with kindness and an open heart, not everyone is deserving of full access to your life. Discernment helps you navigate these complexities with grace and intention, ensuring that your relationships enhance rather than hinder your growth. Trust is a key ingredient in meaningful relationships, but trust must be earned, not given indiscriminately. Too often, people make the mistake of assuming trustworthiness based on superficial qualities, such as charm or shared interests. However, true trust is built over time through consistent actions that demonstrate reliability, integrity, and care. Wisdom in relationships involves observing how people treat you and others, particularly in challenging situations, before granting them deeper access to your heart and mind. It's also essential to recognize that relationships are reciprocal by nature. Healthy connections are marked by mutual respect, support, and investment. If a relationship feels one-sided, where you are giving significantly more than you are receiving, it may be time to reevaluate its purpose and boundaries. This doesn't mean you should approach relationships with a transactional mindset, but it does mean you should prioritize connections that nurture your well-being and align with your values. Wisdom in relationships also involves the ability to let go. Some relationships, no matter how meaningful they once were, may no longer serve your growth or align with your purpose. This can be one of the hardest lessons to learn, because it often involves acknowledging that change is natural and sometimes necessary. Letting go doesn't mean you hold resentment or bitterness. It means you release the relationship with gratitude for what it taught you, while making room for new opportunities and connections. Another layer of wisdom in relationships is knowing when and how to be vulnerable. Vulnerability is a powerful tool for building deep, authentic connections, but it must be exercised with care. Being vulnerable with the wrong person can lead to exploitation, betrayal, or unnecessary emotional pain. Conversely, sharing your struggles and triumphs with those who have proven themselves trustworthy can strengthen bonds and create a sense of mutual understanding and support. Communication is another pillar of wisdom in relationships. Misunderstandings and conflicts are inevitable, but how you handle them can either strengthen or weaken the connection. Clear, respectful communication fosters trust and prevents small issues from escalating into larger problems. It also allows you to express your needs and boundaries effectively, ensuring that your relationships remain healthy and balanced. Wisdom in relationships involves a commitment to self-awareness and personal growth. The quality of your relationships often mirrors the quality of your relationship with yourself. When you know your values, strengths, and areas for improvement, you are better equipped to choose and nurture relationships that align with your goals and aspirations. Personal growth also enables you to be a better friend, partner, or mentor, contributing positively to the lives of those around you. Wisdom in relationships is about intentionality, discernment, and balance. It's about recognizing that while relationships are vital to our happiness and success, not every connection is meant to be deep or enduring. By understanding the unique purpose of each relationship, setting boundaries, exercising discernment, and committing to personal growth, you can create a network of connections that uplift and inspire you. This wisdom protects your inner world while enabling you to engage with others in a meaningful, authentic, and impactful way. Controlling the narrative of your life is one of the most empowering strategies for shaping your destiny. It is about being intentional with how you present yourself, your story, and your vision to the world. Life is filled with opportunities for people to form opinions about you, but not all of those opinions have to be accurate or even relevant. By revealing less and being selective about what you share, you retain the power to guide how others perceive you and respond to you. This is not about manipulation, it is about stewardship of your identity, your dreams, and your reputation. The first step to controlling the narrative is recognizing that you are the author of your story. Too often, people allow external forces of society, circumstances, or other people's opinions to dictate the plot of their lives. When this happens, you lose control over how you are perceived and, in some cases, how you perceive yourself. But when you take charge of your narrative, you define the themes, priorities, and values that characterize your life. You decide which parts of your story to emphasize and which to keep private. This intentionality ensures that your identity remains authentic and aligned with your purpose. One of the most profound benefits of controlling the narrative is the clarity it brings. When you are deliberate about what you share and how you share it, you gain a clearer understanding of your own values, goals, and priorities. This self-awareness acts as a compass, guiding your decisions and interactions. It prevents you from being swayed by fleeting trends or external pressures and helps you stay focused on what truly matters. Controlling the narrative also protects you from being misunderstood or misrepresented. In a world where assumptions and judgments are often made based on limited information, it is easy for others to form inaccurate perceptions of who you are. By managing the flow of information about yourself, you minimize the risk of such misconceptions. You ensure that the image others have of you aligns as closely as possible with the truth of who you are and what you stand for. Controlling the narrative empowers you to present your strengths and values in the best light. This does not mean hiding your flaws or pretending to be someone you are not. Rather, it is about focusing on the aspects of yourself that are most relevant and impactful in a given context. For example, in a professional setting, you might highlight your skills, achievements, and work ethic, while in a personal context, you might emphasize your compassion, loyalty, or sense of humor. By tailoring your narrative to fit the situation, you enhance your ability to connect with others and achieve your goals. Another critical aspect of controlling the narrative is timing. Knowing when to share certain aspects of your story is just as important as knowing what to share. Timing allows you to build anticipation, create impact, and ensure that your message is received in the right context. For instance, revealing a new idea or project before it is fully developed can invite unnecessary criticism or pressure. But waiting until you are ready allows you to present it with confidence and clarity, maximizing its effectiveness. Controlling the narrative also involves setting boundaries. Not everyone deserves access to your full story, and it is perfectly acceptable to limit what you share based on the nature of the relationship. For example, close friends and family may have insight into your personal struggles and triumphs, while acquaintances or colleagues may only know the professional side of you. These boundaries protect your emotional well-being and ensure that you maintain control over how your story is told. Controlling the narrative fosters mutual respect and understanding. By being intentional about what you share, you encourage others to do the same. This creates a dynamic of trust and authenticity, where both parties feel valued and heard. It also prevents unnecessary misunderstandings or conflicts, as both individuals are clear about the expectations and boundaries of the relationship. On a broader scale, controlling the narrative enables you to influence how you are perceived by larger audiences, such as in your community or professional network. Whether through social media, public speaking, or everyday interactions, the way you present yourself shapes how others view your character, capabilities, and vision. This perception can open doors to new opportunities, collaborations, and relationships that align with your goals. Controlling the narrative requires discipline and self-awareness. It is tempting to overshare, especially in moments of excitement, vulnerability, or frustration. But oversharing can dilute the power of your message and expose you to unnecessary risks. Practicing restraint allows you to maintain focus and integrity, ensuring that your narrative remains consistent and impactful. Controlling the narrative is an act of empowerment. It is a declaration that your story matters and that you are committed to telling it with purpose and authenticity. It is about recognizing that while you cannot control how others interpret your story, you can control how it is presented. By being intentional, self-aware, and disciplined, you take ownership of your identity and create a narrative that inspires, uplifts, and resonates with others. Everyone will have opinions about you, but not all of those opinions are valid or worth entertaining. By controlling the narrative, you reclaim the power to define yourself on your terms. You ensure that your story reflects your true essence, honors your journey, and aligns with your vision for the future. This is not just a strategy for success. It is a commitment to living a life of purpose, integrity, and impact. Privacy is not just a preference, it is a powerful tool for protecting your peace, safeguarding your progress, and preserving your personal growth. In a world that often celebrates openness and oversharing, privacy can seem like an outdated or unnecessary concept. However, the truth is that keeping certain aspects of your life private is essential for maintaining control, fostering creativity, and building resilience. The ability to keep your life under wraps allows you to move through life with intention, free from unnecessary scrutiny or interference. One of the most significant benefits of privacy is the protection it offers from external opinions and judgments. When people know too much about your plans, struggles, or personal life, they often feel entitled to voice their opinions, whether helpful or not. These opinions can introduce doubt, confusion, or pressure, ultimately derailing your focus and confidence. By keeping your life private, you create a buffer that shields you from unnecessary noise, allowing you to stay aligned with your goals and values. Privacy also provides you with the freedom to explore, experiment, and evolve without fear of being judged or criticized. Growth is often a messy, non-linear process. It involves trial and error, moments of uncertainty, and decisions that may not always make sense to others. When you keep your journey private, you give yourself the space to navigate this process authentically, without the need to explain or justify your choices to others. This freedom fosters creativity and self-discovery, empowering you to take risks and learn from your experiences. Another critical aspect of privacy is its role in preserving your energy. Sharing too much about your life can be emotionally draining, especially when it leads to unsolicited advice, criticism, or comparisons. Constantly explaining yourself or defending your choices takes energy that could be better spent on pursuing your dreams and nurturing your well-being. By maintaining privacy, you conserve your energy for the things that truly matter, ensuring that your focus remains on what is most important to you. Privacy also protects your relationships. When you share too much about your personal connections, whether romantic, familial, or platonic, you invite others into those dynamics. This can lead to misunderstandings, conflicts, or unwanted interference. Keeping the details of your relationships private allows them to develop organically and authentically, free from external influences. It fosters trust and intimacy, creating a safe space where both parties feel valued and respected. Privacy enhances your ability to set boundaries. Boundaries are essential for maintaining healthy relationships and protecting your mental and emotional well-being. When you keep certain aspects of your life private, you establish clear limits on what others can access or influence. This sends a powerful message: you value yourself and your journey enough to protect it. These boundaries not only safeguard your peace, but also encourage others to respect you and your decisions. Another powerful benefit of privacy is the element of surprise it allows you to maintain. When people do not know everything about you, they cannot predict your every move or undermine your plans. This keeps you in control of your narrative and allows you to reveal your successes, milestones, or decisions on your terms. The element of surprise not only keeps others engaged, but also reinforces your sense of agency and independence. Privacy also fosters a sense of security. When too many people know the details of your life, you may feel vulnerable to gossip, manipulation, or even malice. While most people may not have ill intentions, the reality is that not everyone will have your best interests at heart. By keeping your life private, you reduce the likelihood of your personal information being used against you. This sense of security allows you to move through life with confidence and peace of mind. Privacy strengthens your relationship with yourself. When you keep your thoughts, plans, and emotions private, You create a sacred space for self-reflection and self-awareness. This introspection helps you gain clarity about who you are, what you want, and where you are headed. It allows you to trust your own instincts and decisions rather than relying on external validation or input. In this way, privacy becomes a form of self-care, a commitment to nurturing your inner world. It is important to recognize that privacy does not mean secrecy or isolation. It is not about cutting yourself off from others or hiding your true self. Instead, privacy is about being intentional and selective with what you share and with whom. It is about recognizing that not everyone needs to know everything about you, and that some aspects of your life are meant to be cherished and protected. In a society that often equates sharing with authenticity, maintaining privacy can feel countercultural. However, it is precisely because privacy is rare that it is so powerful. It gives you the ability to move with purpose, free from distractions or undue influence. It allows you to build a life that is authentic, meaningful, and uniquely yours. Privacy is about empowerment. It is about reclaiming control over your life and your narrative. It is about creating a space where you can thrive, grow, and succeed on your terms. By keeping your life under wraps, you protect what matters most to you, preserve your energy, and position yourself for greater impact and fulfillment. This is not just a strategy for success, it is a mindset, a discipline, and a commitment to living with intention and integrity. Sharing less is a powerful strategy for preserving your focus, protecting your energy, and fostering meaningful progress in your personal and professional life. In an age where oversharing is normalized and even celebrated, it can be tempting to broadcast every thought, achievement, or challenge. However, the more you share, the more you invite external opinions, distractions, and even obstacles into your path. By embracing the art of sharing less, you cultivate a life of purpose, clarity, and resilience. One of the most immediate benefits of sharing less is that it reduces the amount of external noise you encounter. When you reveal too much about your plans or aspirations, you open the door for unsolicited advice, criticism, or skepticism. Even well-meaning comments can plant seeds of doubt or derail your confidence. By keeping certain details to yourself, you protect your vision from unnecessary interference. This allows you to remain focused on what truly matters, free from the burden of trying to address or accommodate other people's opinions. Sharing less also helps you preserve the sanctity of your goals and dreams. When you speak prematurely about your plans, you risk diluting their power and significance. The act of sharing can sometimes create a false sense of accomplishment, making you feel as though you've already achieved something simply by talking about it. This can diminish your motivation to take meaningful action. By keeping your goals private, you channel your energy into execution rather than explanation, ensuring that your progress remains consistent and impactful. Another important aspect of sharing less is the way it protects your emotional and mental energy. Constantly sharing your thoughts, struggles, or plans can be exhausting, particularly when it leads to judgment, misunderstanding, or rejection. It's important to recognize that not everyone will understand or support your journey, and that's okay. By choosing to share less, you conserve your energy for the people, projects, and pursuits that truly matter. This focus on intentionality enhances your productivity and well-being, enabling you to thrive in a world full of distractions. Sharing less also gives you the freedom to evolve and change without external pressure. When you share too much about your life, you may feel trapped by the expectations others form based on what they know. These expectations can create a sense of obligation to remain consistent, even when your values, priorities, or circumstances shift. By keeping your life more private, you allow yourself the flexibility to adapt and grow without feeling constrained by the need to explain yourself to others. Another profound benefit of sharing less is the protection it offers against envy or negativity. Unfortunately, not everyone will celebrate your successes or genuinely support your journey. Sharing too much can attract envy, gossip, or even sabotage from those who do not have your best interests at heart. While it's important to surround yourself with supportive and trustworthy people, maintaining a level of discretion helps shield you from unnecessary negativity. It allows you to navigate your path with confidence and peace, knowing that your progress is not subject to the scrutiny or ill will of others. Sharing less also fosters a sense of mystery and intrigue. People are naturally curious about what they do not fully understand. When you share selectively, you maintain an air of depth and intentionality that commands respect and attention. This is not about being secretive or aloof. It's about recognizing the value of your story and sharing it in a way that aligns with your purpose. The less you say, the more others are compelled to listen and pay attention to what you do share. Sharing less can deepen trust and connection. Oversharing, especially early in a relationship, it can overwhelm or alienate others. It's important to let trust and intimacy develop naturally, revealing more about yourself as the relationship grows stronger. This approach not only protects your vulnerability, but also ensures that your connections are built on a foundation of mutual respect and understanding. Sharing less also cultivates self-reliance. When you resist the urge to seek external validation or approval through oversharing, you learn to trust your own instincts and decisions. This self-trust strengthens your confidence and resilience, enabling you to navigate challenges with clarity and determination. It also reinforces the idea that your worth is not determined by others' opinions, but by your own values and efforts. Sharing less does not mean shutting others out or avoiding meaningful connections. It is about being intentional and discerning with your words and actions. It's about recognizing that not everyone needs to know everything about you, and that some aspects of your life are sacred and should be protected. This approach fosters a sense of balance, allowing you to engage with others authentically while maintaining the integrity of your inner world. The discipline of sharing less also helps you focus on results rather than appearances. In a culture that often values talk over action, it's easy to get caught up in the performance of sharing rather than the substance of achieving. By prioritizing action over explanation, you demonstrate your commitment to your goals and build credibility based on results rather than promises. Sharing less is about empowerment. It's about reclaiming control over your narrative and choosing how and when to share your story. It's about protecting your peace, preserving your focus, and positioning yourself for success on your terms. By embracing the discipline of discretion, you create a life that is intentional, impactful, and deeply fulfilling. This approach not only benefits you, but also inspires others to value their own journeys with the same care and intentionality. Revealing too much about yourself to others can dilute the power of your individuality, weaken your influence, and expose you to unnecessary vulnerabilities. While openness is often celebrated as a virtue, there is a profound strength in knowing what to keep to yourself. Your thoughts, dreams, challenges, and even achievements are treasures that must be guarded with wisdom. The practice of discernment in what you reveal and to whom is not about secrecy, but about protecting the essence of who you are and ensuring that your energy and focus remain undivided. When you share too much, you inadvertently hand over control of your narrative to others. People interpret what you share through the lens of their own experiences, biases, and perspectives, often creating a distorted image of who you are. These interpretations can lead to judgment, misrepresentation, or even unwarranted criticism. The more you reveal, the less control you retain over how others perceive you. By keeping certain aspects of your life private, you maintain control of your identity and ensure that what others know about you aligns with the truth of who you are. Revealing less also allows you to preserve the power of mystery and depth. People are naturally intrigued by what they do not fully understand. When you share selectively, you create a sense of respect and curiosity around your character. This is not about withholding information to manipulate others, but about recognizing that not every part of your story needs to be on display. The less you reveal, the more intentional and impactful your words and actions become. This practice not only commands respect, but also enhances your ability to connect with others on a deeper, more meaningful level when the time is right. Another significant risk of revealing too much is the vulnerability it creates to envy, manipulation, or exploitation. Not everyone has your best interest at heart, and sharing sensitive details about your life can give others the tools to undermine or harm you. This is especially true when it comes to sharing your goals, personal struggles, or private achievements. Some may react with jealousy, while others may seek to use your openness to their advantage. Keeping certain aspects of your life private serves as a safeguard, protecting you from unnecessary drama and potential harm. Revealing too much can also drain your emotional and mental energy. Each time you share a piece of yourself, you invite others into your inner world. While this can be enriching in the right context, it can also become burdensome, particularly when others respond with negativity, indifference, or unwarranted advice. Constantly explaining, defending, or elaborating on your life choices takes energy that could be better spent on pursuing your goals or nurturing your well-being. By sharing less, you conserve this energy for what truly matters, ensuring that your focus remains sharp and your motivation intact. Moreover, revealing too much can disrupt your progress. There is a psychological phenomenon where talking about your goals can create a premature sense of accomplishment, diminishing the drive to actually achieve them. When you share your plans too early or with too many people, you risk becoming more focused on discussing your aspirations than acting on them. By keeping your goals private, you maintain the urgency and momentum needed to bring them to fruition. Silence, in this context, becomes a tool for productivity and success. Revealing too much can also lead to unnecessary conflicts or misunderstandings. People often interpret shared information in ways that align with their own beliefs or assumptions, which can result in miscommunication or disagreement. The more you reveal, the greater the risk of someone misunderstanding your intentions, taking offense, or reacting in a way that complicates your relationships. By being intentional about what you share, you reduce the likelihood of such conflicts, fostering smoother interactions and healthier connections. Another profound reason to limit what you reveal is the freedom it affords you to change and grow. When you share every aspect of your life, you may feel obligated to stick to the image or expectations others have formed based on what you've revealed. This can be stifling, making it difficult to evolve or adapt as circumstances change. Keeping parts of your life private allows you to explore new ideas, paths, or perspectives without feeling tethered to the past or beholden to others' opinions. Revealing less fosters a deeper relationship with yourself. By not constantly externalizing your thoughts and experiences, you create a sacred space for self-reflection and introspection. This inner dialogue helps you gain clarity about your values, aspirations, and challenges, enabling you to navigate life with greater confidence and authenticity. It also reinforces the idea that you do not need external validation to affirm your worth or direction. Your private world becomes a wellspring of strength, creativity, and resilience. Revealing too much can also erode your influence. People are often more inspired by what they observe in your actions than what they hear in your words. By keeping certain aspects of your life private, you shift the focus from what you say to what you do. This enhances your credibility and impact, demonstrating that your character and achievements speak for themselves. Your influence becomes rooted in substance rather than rhetoric, earning you the respect and admiration of those around you. Revealing less is not about building walls or isolating yourself from others. It is about exercising wisdom in what you share and creating boundaries that protect your peace, progress, and purpose. By doing so, you retain control over your narrative, preserve your energy, and position yourself for greater impact and fulfillment. Your life is a precious gift, and it deserves to be stewarded with care and intentionality. choosing to reveal less is not a sign of secrecy or fear. It is a declaration of self-respect and empowerment.